All right, Pac-12. Oregon, terrific game.
you fit it. Hold on, Dan. You fittingly let out a Pac-12 and then a real cough, though, that sounded fake. Pac-12 gagging it away.
That was a real cough. Pac-12.
Well timed.
Pac-12 might have stayed out too late last night also.
It did. I stayed up with them till like 2.
Pac-12, it was exciting. Arizona finishes UCLA. Terrific game, Washington, Oregon, one of the great underrated rivalry. Kalen DeBoer has resurrected that program quickly. Terrific victory over the Ducks. Pat, what happened out west now? We're just down to USC's got to run this gauntlet, but those are 2 really good wins, and Arizona's rising. So, it's just a fascinating league right now.
It is. I mean, it's been an interesting season. It's continuing to be interesting. It will be for the next 3 weeks as well. And yeah, if you're like a Pac-12 fan, or if you're George Kliavkoff and you're sitting there saying, okay, USC, which is jilting us, leaving us high and dry, is our hope. Go USC. Kind of not, you know? I mean, you want to make the playoff. You want the revenue. You want the bragging rights, but that's a tough one to root for, to carry your banner. But that's what you got. Oregon-Washington was a hell of a game. Great game. From the uniform combos, the all solid color rush, you know, the day glow yellow for Oregon and the purple for Washington, to the up and down nature of it. Some great quarterback play, some very good skill position play, some good defense occasionally, not a lot. But the way Oregon lost the game was just brutal. You know, we have seen them have chances at national championship contention. In 2007, they were going to the playoff, and then Dennis Dixon, their quarterback, blows his knee, and there it goes. Poof, end of the, like this time of year. In 2010, they're in the championship game, and it looks like it's going to go to overtime, right? And Michael Dyer somehow stays off the ground and runs like 50 yards, and Auburn kicks a winning field goal. Poof, gone. And then this one, I mean, you are up 4 points. Washington drives, and Michael Penix, who was phenomenal, makes one bad play, tries to throw it into the end zone, gets intercepted at the 1. Oregon turns around and just mashes you downfield. 5 yards, 7 yards, 6 yards, 10, whatever. 20 plays, gets down to the 10-yard line. And then on 3rd and 5, you run Bo Nix. He's stopped. He gets hurt. And everything goes to hell from that point on. There's like 5 plays in a row, succession, where it's just all falls apart. You kick a field goal, Washington gets a chance. You kick off out of bounds, Washington gets field position. Michael Penix makes a ridiculous cross-field throw. Your safety misplays it. They get a touchdown. It's tied. And then Dan Lanning makes the worst call of the weekend, maybe one of the worst calls of the season. You got 4th and 1 in your own territory. It's tied. There's 90 seconds left. Bo Nix is not in the game. Bo Nix is like one of the best short yardage running quarterbacks in recent years. He's healthy enough to go back in. You don't put him back in. You don't call timeout. You don't punt. You keep your backup quarterback in. He hands off to a guy who slips and falls down. Washington kicks the winning field goal. I mean, it's just brutal. Dan Lanning's had a great first season as a head coach, and he had a terrible, terrible moment there, and it happened to be one that cost his team a chance at a playoff. So it was a great game. It was a brutal ending for Oregon.
Bo was trying to get back in, right? Wasn't he begging to get in?
Yes. According to Brock Ewart calling the game, Bo Nix jumping up and down on the sidelines, ready to go.
Yeah, I think they had.
You call timeout and you put him back in. They didn't.
How about Michael Penix? I mean, this guy, I was looking at like his game by game. He's thrown for 300 yards pretty much every. I mean, the one game he fell 2 yards short of the 300-yard mark, but dude has put up basically, averaging like 350 every game in like, 70% completion percentage. His touchdown interception 25-6. Last night he had 408 against Oregon, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, completed 75% of his passes. I mean, guy's got a rated quarterback rating of 155 this year. Just tearing it up. And here we are, right? We're in a familiar place for the Pac-12, where this year they've been really exciting to watch. Like the conference, the games have been exciting and really great. Actually, they've got two or three of the best games that we've seen this year out there on the West Coast, and they sit here, with one last hope because they've kind of beaten each other up, eating each other up. So, yeah, it's just it's a struggle out there.